Writing English exams should not really be a very difficult thing for you to do. I mean, it should not be a heckling task because if you know the right thing to do, then the work becomes easy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Juliet, and all I basically do here is to show you how you can pass your Pearson test of English exam. Now, let's just go into today's video. Get a high listening score in the Pearson test of English. In this exam, there are four major modules that you'll be seeing or you meet at the exam. They are the speaking module and the writing, the reading, and the listening. Now, I'm going to be focusing on the listening, which is the last module in the PTE exam. This listening module is a very important module because it will contribute huge score, especially to your writing module. So there is need for you to know what you need to do, how to manage your time, so you can get that high score that will make you ace your exam. You have about 30 to 43 minutes to finish off this module, and this module has 8 tasks. I mean, this is the module with the highest number of tasks. The listening module has 8 tasks, which are the summarized spoken test, which is actually the first task you'll be meeting in the exam. Then we'll have the multiple choice questions, which include the multiple choice choose single answer and the multiple choice choose multiple answer. Then we'll have the highlight correct summary. We also have things like select missing word. Then we'll have fill in the blank, highlight incorrect word, and we also have the last task, which is the chief of the exam, like many people will always say, which is right from dictation. Now, if you do not manage your time in this listening module, there's a tendency that you would not finish the modules or the task in the listening modules. And if you don't finish it, then you would not be able to get the highest score in the English exam. Still on the listening module. Now, the speaking module, which is the first module in the entire Pearson test of English exam, will contribute over 40 marks to this module. Which of the tasks will do that? Repeat sentence. Repeat sentence is the second task in the PTE speaking. The PTE speaking is the first module in the exam. Now, repeat sentence is very important in the sense that you'll have 10 or 12 of these tasks on exam day. What happens here is that you listen to an audio and you'll be expected to repeat what you heard from the audio. And once you do that effectively, you're able to get over 40 marks from speaking, contributing to your listening module. I mean, if by the time you get 30 or 40 marks in your listening module already, then you don't need to struggle so much, especially if you're looking for plus 65 or even plus 79. Because with 40 marks already coming from speaking, if you can do well in the other tasks that contribute a lot of scores in your listening module, then you'll be able to get 90. I have gotten 90. Some of my students have gotten 90. So it is possible anyone can get 90 in this module. Listed out the 8 tasks that make up the listening module. Now, of these 8 tasks, you need to know that all of them are not so important. This means that all of them will not give you the same mark. So there are basically 4 of these tasks that will contribute a lot of scores to this module than the remaining 4. I'm going to go ahead and list the first 4 that will contribute a lot of marks, and then you can think about the other ones, especially if you've been following me in this video. Now, the first one is the summarized spoken test. This is the first task you would see in this module. It's not only going to be contributing score to this module, it's also going to contribute few points to your writing module. So writing is actually depending on the listening to get out its scores. Yes, just follow me. Now, the second task in this module that will contribute a lot of scores to this module is the fill in the blank, not the fill in the blank in the reading module. No, this is just fill in the blank, listening, fill in the blanks. This task is very important as it will add over 10 marks to your writing module as well. Again, writing is heavily depending on the listening module. Okay, now another task that will contribute scores, or one of the major four tasks in the listening module that will make you get a high score in the listening module, will be the highlight incorrect word. Now, this task too is very important. Then the last one, which is the chief of the exam or the most important question in the exam, right from dictation, will contribute a lot of scores, not just to the PTE listening, it will also contribute scores to the PTE writing. Now, if you go over to my playlist, there are some other videos I have done showing you how much contribution some of these tasks can contribute to some other modules in the PTE exam. And I have not also failed to do the video showing you how right from dictation can make you get a high score, not just in the PTE listening, but also in the PTE writing. That is one of the reasons why I like the Pearson test of English exam among the other English exams that we have today. Because this exam, if you understand the tasks that you need to do, there's a strong chance that you would get all the scores that you need. Now, remember to focus on these 4 tasks I have mentioned, which are the summarized spoken test, fill in the blank, highlight incorrect word, and write from dictation. If you can do these 4 tasks very well and do the repeat sentence very well from the speaking module, then make sure that this will ensure that you get a very high score in your PTE listening. The things I need to let you know for the PTE listening, every of the tasks you have to listen to an audio. That means that all the answers will be gotten from the audio. So this means if you pay attention, if you listen, not being distracted, not thinking about any of your worries or any of your wins, just go in there, focus on the exam, listen to the audio, you'll be able to get out the requested answers from this audio. Another thing I need to also bring to your notice about this module is that it's a straightforward module and time management is very essential. What do I mean? Why am I so stressed on, or why am I talking so much on time management today? Yes, this is because if you do not manage your time effectively in this module, you would not finish this module. And guess what? That task that will give you the most important scores or most scores from this module is the last task in the exam. So there is need for you to manage your time. Now the first task, which is the summarized spoken test, you'll be given 10 minutes to do one. If they give you 2, because you have either 1 or 2 on exam day, if they give you 2, that means you get 20 minutes. Now after you finish that task, maybe 10 minutes or 20 minutes, you can't even go over to the next task. Maybe you finished it in 5 minutes or in 3 minutes or 7 minutes. You can't even click on next. You would have to wait for that 10 minutes to elapse before the computer can take you to the next task. Now tasks like the multiple choice questions, like the highlight correct summary, the select missing word, do not spend so much time on those tasks. Just make sure that as the audio is finishing or while the audio is still talking, you're able to get out your answers. This is another way of saving time. Don't wait for when the audio finishes, then you now begin to think about what the audio said before you choose your answers. If you do it that way, you will not manage your time appropriately. I've had students that I've taught them how to manage their time, especially in the PTE listening, so they can finish up that last task. Did you know that if you do not finish up that last task, there are usually 3 or 4 questions. If you miss 1 full question, you can't get the highest score in the Pearson test of English. If you miss 2 of those last tasks, you can't even get 65. So these are relevant information I'm giving to you if you want to be writing this exam. So time management is very important here. Don't spend time on all those other 4 tasks I didn't mention, but I had listed them out before. Don't spend so much time on them. Make sure that immediately the audio finishes for those tasks, you're clicking on next and taking you to the next task so that you can finish up the last task in your PTE listening. Just a recap of what I have shared with you today, how you can get a high PTE listening score. Remember to focus on the repeat sentence from the speaking module. Then when you come to the listening module, you also focus on tasks like the summarized spoken test, fill in the blank, highlight incorrect word, and write from dictation. So these 5 tasks can help you get a high score in your PTE listening. Then ensure that you manage your time very well in the PTE listening module. If you do this, then be sure to get plus 79, plus 65, or plus 60 that you need for your migration or for your study purpose. I hope this video makes sense to you. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please, what are you waiting for? Remember to click on the subscribe button and turn on your bell notification. You can find me on Instagram. You can leave me messages there at English_prep class and on Facebook at English Prep class. I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Bye.